What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're gonna keep working on the speed behind me, and as I mentioned before, we're gonna go ahead and start on the splitter. Stay tuned. So just to recap where we left off on the side skirt slash flat bottom. So you can see here, pretty much good to go on this side, the passenger side. So today we're gonna go ahead and do the splitter, which I have it here made out of cardboard already, and it's transferred over to the aluminum. So we're gonna go ahead, cut it out. This should be pretty simple, and try to put it on the car. Alright guys, here we go. We got the first attempt here. It's definitely further out, like I explained in the last video. That's pretty much how I want it. Before it was all the way in here, so I added about 3 inches. Both sides. Now I still gotta make the edge better, so don't pay attention to that. And then down here, I have extra length because I need to trim it to size. So I made my mark already, so I'm gonna take it back out and cut it some more. All right, round 2. Round 2 didn't go too bad. As you can see, I got my splitter all the way to that bar. The bar is behind the engine. That's where I jack up the car, and it's also adding extra support to the subframe. That's why you see the tape. That's why I don't get it all scratched up, but that's where it's gonna end. I had to give this some angle because of the wheel when it turns in. I needed more space there. Everything else looks pretty damn cool. Now another thing I'm gonna have to do is FL2K requires all the cars to have a diaper. Yeah, you heard that right, a diaper. I'm gonna make mine out of aluminum, so I'm gonna add it to the actual splitter, just like a 1.5 inch wall or 2 inches all the way around the oil pan. And that is in case the engine blows up, you don't ruin the track for everybody. So yeah, I got some other markings to do, like here. We gotta cut that out, and I made another square here. That's for the lowest point on the oil pan. It's gonna stick out, so I'm gonna have to make something there. So this thing went from a pretty simple splitter to a whole nother job. So yeah, I got all the perimeter bolts installed here, and it's pretty strong. So I think once I add the splitter rods here, that's gonna tie up the front. I still gotta add more bolts here in the back, so this thing's gonna be super solid. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take it down one more time and keep on cutting. All right, round 3 was not caught on camera, but it's pretty close. Now, little update here on the engine diaper. This is the outline that I was gonna do to it, but I was reading online, and it cannot just be whatever 2 inches tall around the oil pan. It actually needs to hug parts of the block as well. in case you put a window on your block, it gets caught on the diaper. So I'm gonna have to buy that online. So for this guy, what I'm gonna do is just leave it alone. This hole does need to be a little bit bigger so it doesn't touch the oil pan. And that's about it. I'm just gonna clean it up, make it all nice, and put it back up. Oh my God, look at the mess. It's aluminum everywhere. Anyways, it's done. It is done. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on in the car. It's not gonna be the final time though. I'm gonna have to pull it back out to get it painted, but for now, this is it. At least I can move on to the next thing. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move on to the back here. So, turns out I have enough material to do the rear, because the splitter is not really gonna be sheet of metal all the way out here. It's gonna stop within the black part here. So that being said, that piece over there is more than enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up the bumper here to where I want the diffuser to go, and show you guys. Actually, let me kind of give you an idea what I want to do here. So that cut out there, that used to be for my quad tips, I'm just gonna keep that cut all the way across until I meet the other one, and that's gonna be my highest point on the diffuser. So it's gonna go from there all the way down to the subframe, which I have mounting tabs right there. So that's the idea. We'll see how it comes out. Alright guys, I cut the hell out of everything. Essentially, I use that level on the floor there, and I just pretty much put it here and on my tab, and then I cut everything that was in the way, and that included the tow hooks and a little bit of the trunk right there. So you can tell now, if I point the camera here at the bumper line, you can see straight to the mounting tabs on the subframe with nothing in the way. So now I'm allowed to go ahead and put some cardboard in here and get the actual shape of the diffuser. Here we go. I got this shape all cut out of aluminum. Man, I hate cutting this crap. I'm telling you, it's the worst. It's messy. It doesn't cut clean. I just hate it all, but we're getting close. We're getting close to the end. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and try it on in the car. I do know I'm gonna have to put a bend somewhere here and at the end over there, but I don't know about that yet. So here comes the time to start putting it on and off until I get the shape that I want. Here we go, guys. Sorry about the wind. It's probably a little windy now. You can tell I have it all the way to the back there touching. So now what I gotta do is I gotta put a bend here. So when you're here, I gotta put a bend so this thing falls down and it can go up. So I think I know where I'm going to do it, but I'm going to mark it anyway with a Sharpie, get it out, put the bend on it, and try it again. Alright boys, so see, here's where we are. I got the edges bent as best as I can. I made a little tool for that because I didn't want a sharp corner. I wanted that radius that you see there. So I actually had to make a tool for that. And what I got left is to start trimming the bumper to match that curve. If you look at it from under here, you can start to see the tunnel of air that's gonna come out. I'm really excited for this thing. It's gonna look so nice. So I'm gonna go ahead now and start trimming plastic so it sits up higher. You can tell there it's touching the center, but the sides, we got a gap on the side. So I'm gonna get to work on that and show you what that looks like. This is the tool I have to make. It's a piece of tubing with another one welded in the center. That hooks up to my press, and then in the bottom I have half a pipe. So it was another pipe cut in half, and then pretty much just presses the aluminum on there, and voila. Alrighty, so what we got here is started working on the fins, and I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I had another design laying on the floor there, but I'm not happy with that. Just the way this diffuser is being designed. This end right here, how it's long like that, is making that look weird, because that one has a straight line to it. You can tell from the side. See that? But I like this. I like how it's got the same distance from the bumper all the way down, and it's flush with the back of the bumper. I like that a lot when you look at it from the side. And I don't wanna fix that. I don't wanna have it straight to match this fence. But if I do the same to the fence, then they're gonna be way too damn low. They're gonna look ridiculous, and they're gonna do their purpose. So I think I'm gonna go with this. They go all the way back, just right to the front of the suspension there, and they're low enough. They're not hanging below this, which I don't want either. I don't want that to look weird. So I think that's what I want to go with. I give it a little angle to the fin as well, because straight up and down didn't look right. But yeah, so it's gonna have two like this and another one in the center, which I can't put now because I got the jack there, but you get the idea. So I'm gonna transfer those into aluminum and weld them in. Alright boys, she's done. She looks really damn good. I like it. I like the finish. There are no bolts. I managed to, so you see that gap between the bumper and the diffuser, that needs to be there for whatever air goes above it, it can't get out and it doesn't start moving the bumper and putting a bunch of force behind it. So to that gap, I don't know if you can see it there, I will that flange there and another one over there, and that's bolted to where the crash bar goes. So this thing is super solid on there. Not that it needs to handle any kind of force, but it's nice that it is solid on there. It's not gonna go anywhere. Hell yeah, super happy with the way this came out. All the aero is almost 100% done. I just have to take it off, give some paint, paint the car as well, and do a final installation. There are a few pieces missing, like this side, which I'm gonna do that off camera. It's just like the other one. And then under here I gotta add some panels behind the fuel tank, and right here in the middle where the sway bar is, because that's where the diffuser starts, right behind it. Anyway guys, this is all I have for today. We're gonna keep on working on this thing, but for now, this is it. I'll see you on the next one.